We made it to Santa Barbara. It's so beautiful. We're seeing the Hilton. We're here at Dark Coffee. Great recommendation from a viewer. Thank you. This room is so peaceful. It's actually colder than you would expect. I was wearing dresses all day yesterday and even this morning, and I just changed into a sweater and jeans because it's pretty cool. But we are going to Goodwill and heading to Monterey. He's a cute chauffeur. Going into Santa Barbara Goodwill. Let's see what's in store for us. Here's a Wilford shirt that's in really nice condition for, how much is this? This is just $5.99. That's really nice. I wonder if I could wear that. It's pretty. I feel like I need a nice white shirt. That's a maybe. I like that.
Ooh, fun.
These Fly Londons look like brand new. I feel like I struggle with Fly Londons these days. How much are they charging? $12.99. If I was home, I might grab these, but they're a wedge and they're a little out of season, but they're in really nice shape. I like these Sanooks for me. This Gap skirt is really cute. It's a size 2. It's little, but it's only $7.99. I love the length of it for summer. These Vans are really cute. Very California to me. They're $20. Very heavy. I'm not going to bring them home, but those are cute. I have sold these before. This might be a good pickup. They're lightweight. They are $9.99. These are a maybe. I have to look at the comps. I haven't sold a pair in a while. Free People piece is really cool. Look at the unicorns on the inside. It's obviously missing the Free People tag, but this is definitely Free People. It's just so bulky. Is this too bulky to bring home?
Squeeze it right in.
Look at this. It's Free People. It's very cool. I need to Google Lens this one, but it's pretty bulky. I think this must be the boutique section because these things are priced a little bit higher. This Peloton jacket is packed in here though. I like this Lucky brand belt. This just came out. I think orange is the new color. Look at how cool that is. And it feels very, very on brand for California. I love this. My first definite pickup. Someone must have dropped off their entire Starbucks collection. That one's fun.
¿Y a Vale la quiere igual o ya la dejó de querer?
So many. That one's kind of cool. Ooh, that one's new. I like that one. Huh. What's interesting about the setup of this store is that it's not organized according to size or anything like that. And there's like a lot of shirts with pants mixed in. It truly feels like a treasure hunt. but it's not easy to locate things. So it's taking a little bit more time, but I feel like I could be here all day because the environment is so nice. I love this made in Italy linen top. Not seeing a size on it, but it's really pretty. This is kind of an outrageous brand that these are new boxers, and I think they retail for like $25 or $30, so I'm gonna grab these. Hey everyone, this is Braxton.
Hey guys, I'm over here at the Goodwill in Santa Barbara, just giving everybody a friendly welcome and a shout out. Everybody stay safe and have a good year and try to reach your New Year's resolutions, okay?
He's been incredibly sweet and kind as I've walked through the store today, so I wanted to give him a shout out. The store's been amazing. Thank you. Okay, so Santa Barbara, so much fun. Thank you to everybody who's given me recommendations. I am titling this playlist California Thrift Tour. My husband is now going to have to come back 1 to 2 times a year to this area. So I'm not claiming that any of these are like the best thrift stores in the area. They're just the ones that I happen to be close to and try out. And as I keep coming back to California, I will add to this playlist. So I went to the Goodwill in downtown Santa Barbara and I did pretty well there. You met one of the associates at Santa Barbara and he was honestly like a ray of sunlight. I have to say, people here have been so kind. There has never been any drama on the new racks. It doesn't seem to be an issue at any of the stores that I've been to yet. I'm actually in Santa Clara right now. I'm going to be filming a couple of my hauls here because I had 2 days in LA and 2 days in San Francisco, so I was able to film in the room there. But in Santa Barbara and Monterey, we had actually already packed up our hotel room when we left to go to the thrift store. So after I was done thrifting, we just packed the car and we went on to our next destination. I got an extra suitcase and I'm just like running out of space. So now the days are starting to blend because I've been here for 6 days and I'm having to go back and watch the footage. It feels like I was in Santa Barbara like 3 months ago. But the good thing about all of these locations is that every store has been bright and sunny, just like the state, and I've been able to get some good footage in store. When I get home to Boston, I'm going to have probably 30-ish items to add to our inventory, so be sure to be on the lookout. We're gonna be processing a lot of stuff. But let's start with one of my favorite finds at the store, and that is this totally fun bohemian Free People dress. I was able to find somebody else's listing on this. The retail on this was $228. Their item happened to be new with tag. So I think that $14.99 is not a bad price to pay. I'm hoping to get between like $45 and $60 for this. Free People pieces can be finicky. Some are really hot and some can sit for years, but I think it's beautiful for festival season and all of the concerts happening this summer. My son Anthony is actually flying out to Los Angeles next week for Coachella, and this seems like it would be a really fun Coachella outfit. It has a zip in the back with all of this beautiful embroidering, these beautiful fall colors like a mossy green and rust on the side. Also like a high-low style. This happens to be a size 8. The retail, like I said, is $228. I will probably list it for $68 or $78. I'm curious where you would price this. I'm always wondering if I'm off, and because I've been like churning through thrift stores and not doing a ton of research, a lot of these numbers are subject to change by the time I actually list the items, but let me know what you think about that. This belt was one of the first things that I picked up, and it's also another very like hippie vibes, bohemian, and this is Lucky Brand. So I've really slowed down on picking up Lucky Brand clothing. However, this is an extra large Lucky Brand belt, and it is fantastic. I'm so happy that I got it in an extra large. It has this square metal detail in the back, like little cutouts with the embroidered belt. It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's really fun. Again, I can picture this with like a gauzy dress, and this kind of like a slouchy belt, like not tied too tight. So I would say this is probably like a size 14, and that's like on the tightest setting right there. So I would say a very true extra large. It does have a little bit of wear. I'm sure it's vintage, if I had to guess. This belt was $7.99, and I'm hoping to get like maybe $30 to $35 for it. We'll see. I think because it's an extra large, that will work to my advantage. So very similar vibes on those two. And I would say that that's true of Santa Barbara as well, a very laid back atmosphere. I remember Santa Barbara being fancier when I was in my 20s. In fact, I think I remember a lot of the stuff being fancier when I was in my 20s. We didn't have a lot of money and we didn't go out to eat very often. And I've said it 100 times, but I flew back home and I was 6 weeks away from giving birth. I needed to get doctor's permission to fly. The last possible day that I could fly was 6 weeks before I had Anthony. And I was teaching for San Mateo County at the time. I was a special ed teacher for children with behavior issues in Pacifica. I loved my classroom. I only had like 5 or 6 kids, and I had 2 full-time instructional assistants because my kids had a lot of needs. And I was just a kid, so I didn't spend a lot of time in places like Santa Barbara, and I remember it being so fancy. And it was actually more laid back and I would say more hip. We went to the Funk Zone. It was really fun. So this was a piece that I picked up. I will likely try this on, but I'm not sure how I feel about the cut. It's very much like a scoop cut on the sides, like very high sides. It's not branded. It just says made in Italy, and it's 100% linen. This is like the quintessential summer linen button-down shirt with like a white tank top underneath and some flowy, comfortable pants. Also very California. Yeah, this just says 100% linen, made in Italy. There is no size, but I feel like it's a medium or a large. I'll have to give that a try. When I first saw that, my intention was to keep it, but I'll have to see if I like it. This was also one of the last things I picked up, and it's Escada Sport. And this was priced at just $7.99. I actually thought this was a great pickup. Escada is another kind of luxury brand that is a little bit like St. John. It's very high end, but it's a little bit more of a mature crowd who's into it. And some of the stuff can sit for a while, but this is like a champagne gold V-neck top. I think it's really, really pretty. It's in an extra large. I love a little bit of like metallic shimmer without being like in your face. So I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I could get $40 for this. Let me know what you think. If you look up comps on Escada, you'll see everything from like a $3 blouse to a $350 blouse. They're all over the map. So it's hard to price some of these pieces, but I think I'll shoot for like 50-ish, maybe $49, and we'll see how we do. Again, let me know what you would price things at. I'm very curious. Also, I know that when I watch haul videos, sometimes I'll run comps as people are showing things because, you know, I'm on my computer. So feel free to run comps and let me know what you think. I always find your input really helpful. This was a funny pickup, I have to say. This was $3.99. This brand is called Shinestee. And it's a real like frat boy type of brand. My son Rocco, I think it was his senior in high school or his freshman year in college, he bought like a flamingo 2-piece suit. It was in high school. I think it was for like his spring fling or something. I said, Rocco, are you really going to wear a flamingo suit? And he said, absolutely. And he rocked it, I have to say. He rocked it. Rocco can pull off certain things that not everybody can. But anyways, I've since gotten all of their emails because I bought that suit for him. They're kind of vulgar, they're kind of funny. This is called the ball hammock pouch underwear. Their words, not mine. $3.99. It retails for $34.99. Somebody must have gifted this because they have the price tag X'd out. And it looks like this is like some snowboarding, some hiking. Welcome to colorful Colorado. If you live in Colorado or you want to visit, that's the theme of these, kind of outdoorsy. Anyways, some rainbows. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with this brand in general, but the comps are pretty consistent between $20 and $25, $29 for these boxers. So it's a $4 pickup. Would not have picked these up if they weren't new with tag, but because they were new with tag, I grabbed them. They are a size large, easy to store, easy to ship. I love that, and new with tag, so there you go. Oh, I got this little trinket box. I'm laughing at myself right now because I'm looking at this for the first time and realizing it says Hawaii on it. I was gonna keep this for myself and keep it on my nightstand for jewelry, I love picking up little wooden pieces, especially for my place in Boston. My colors there, it's kind of like a mid-century modern vibe, but I have a lot of green and I have a lot of brown, like different shades of wood. I thought this was cute just to keep on my windowsill for my jewelry because I don't really have a place to put my rings in Boston. And I'm just looking and it says Hawaii. I'm like, oh, this will be a nice little, you know, thing to help me remember Santa Barbara. It was only $1.99. I could still use it and just put the Hawaii piece towards the back of the wall. I will do that. This is the last thing that I bought, and I had to actually go through my bags because Monterey and Santa Barbara Hall were mixed together. I actually bought luggage in Monterey because I was running out of space. And I'm not going crazy, but it adds up really quickly. I almost didn't get this sweater because it's a little bulky, but I've been, like I just said, loving the color green. It's a cardigan sweater from Athleta. It is a large tall. This is from summer of 2021. This was only $5.99, and it's just a nice, cozy, stretchy cardigan in evergreen. So I feel like I've had some version of this from Athleta and sold it probably 10 times in different colors and in different sizes. As soon as I felt it, I knew it was Athleta. There are certain things I feel and I know it's Lululemon, and as soon as I felt this, I'm like, I know this is Athleta. Anything that's like 2020, 2021 or newer, I will consider picking up unless it's a really special piece. But there's a lot of Athleta and a lot of Lululemon that I now leave behind. But I think this is a great piece and a great size and a great color, and it's in great condition, and it was a great price. So it checks all the boxes to bring it home. But that is all I picked up in Santa Barbara. What was your favorite piece? Have you ever thrifted in Santa Barbara before? Are you from Santa Barbara? Did you give me this recommendation? Thank you so much to everyone who's been checking in with me, like, oh, you're in my home state, I hope you're having fun, or be sure to check this out, or next time try this place. Everyone's been so nice messaging me throughout the week. So I really appreciate everybody chiming in. But that is everything that I got in Santa Barbara. I feel like when I get home, I want to do like a personal California thrift haul for myself because I'm finding so many great pieces out here for myself. So I'll have to try on this linen piece and see if it's going to stay in my collection or if it's going to be sold. Be sure to like and subscribe if you had a good time today and you want to see more from me, and hit the bell notification. You'll know when I'm uploading. I'm trying to get a video up every other day for California, so it'll be a series and it'll be all together 5 or 6 videos. Then I'll have my big makeover reveal on the other side, and yeah, then I'm gonna be in Spain. Things are very crazy right now and I cannot wait to be in Spain. All 5 of us are gonna be there together and I just can't wait. Angie has some thrift stores she's gonna show me, so we're gonna have a great time there. So I'll definitely probably just do maybe one video from Spain because I'm gonna be mostly on family time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.